Okay, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do another quick little upgrade on our camper here. Now I have seen online long snake lights that you can buy, LED lights to go onto awnings like we've got here, our King's awning. Check out our other video on this King's awning, by the way, at the end of this video and in the links below. So anyway, I'm just going to show you guys a cheaper way to actually do this snake light type lighting setup on your camper. Now they're about $70 or $80 to buy these pre-manufactured snake lights, but if you go online, something like AliExpress, and buy a reel of snake light like I have right here, this is actually a 2-meter length, I've got 4 of them, and we're going to stick 4 of these, one onto each of these bars on the camper here, and use a bit of 18 gauge wire to hook it into our switchboard. So let's get into it. So a little bit of a close-up here. You'll see that these LED light strips, they do have adhesive on the back, so we're going to stick those straight onto the aluminium poles on our King's awning here, and they do have a little pigtail here. Okay, so onto the pigtails from the LED lighting here. This is 18 gauge cable because we don't have particularly high current flow through here. I've decided to solder, and I'm actually going to wrap that in insulation tape and then put a glue type heat shrink over the top to make a completely sealed joint on this section here. Okay, I've got the first LED strip here now ready to stick onto the awning aluminium rail here, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now I would recommend, whenever you're using a 3M type adhesive onto any surfaces, use something like a wax and grease remover like I've got here, and I just run that with a rag along the surface that we're going to stick to, just to make sure you've got the cleanest possible surface for this 3M type tape that we've got on here. Yep. Okay, so we've got our first LED strip attached onto our awning rail here. Now I'm going to put some black insulation tape wrap around all of this cable here just to make it a bit more robust, and we're going to have a join in here where all 4 of our wire connections are going to come together in here. Okay, so we've wrapped our pigtail here in some black insulation tape that can go up to our main join in here. I've added a cable tie at the end here just to make sure that can't be pulled out, and I've put a cable tie in the middle and also a cable tie right along the very end here, just in case somehow this gets pulled, just so the whole thing keeps nice and secure in place. Okay, we have mounted all the 4 LED strips onto the 4 rails on our camper awning system here, and I've routed all those 4 cables down to one connection point here. I use bullet terminals and I've taped that up now just to one single cable, which is going routed through inside the camper where we'll hook up to our switch setup. Okay, so we've got all the cabling done now on the inside. We've actually come through the wall here, and obviously I'm going to tidy up this cable routing, and this is where we've actually got most of our light switches, near the back door here. So I've put an extra one in here, and we've actually connected that switch up already, and it is connected through one of the fuse points on our sub fuse board here. Check out my other videos on our camper installation here, and I'll be showing you a lot more detail on this setup in here, which is all done from scratch. Anyway, it's the moment of truth. Let's have a look. Okay, here we go. It's actually just starting to get dark this evening, so good timing to test this out. I'll probably mount this switch in tomorrow, but for now let's just pop it in the wall and flicker on, and there we go. Check that out, guys. How good is that? So we've got our 4 outdoor bar lights on our awning system. Well, there you go, guys. So that was just a real quick video on setting up LED lighting on your camper on an awning system like this King's awning here. I'm going to be doing some night shots of this as well very shortly, so I'll add that to the video. If you guys want to know a bit more about this King's awning system, do check out the links at the end of this video and in the details below here. An awesome system, this awning system. So, and if you want to know more about electrical 12-volt installations and solar installations on a camper like we have here, check out my other videos, click the like if you find this useful, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, here we go. As promised, here are the LED lights in action. This is actually our second night camping here in Mount Maunganui, New Zealand. So as you can see though, in the background we have these 4 LED light segments installed on our awning system here, and they actually work way better, even way better than I expected. The lighting in here it's a really, how can I put it? It's a really well spread light across the whole awning system in our outer area here in our camping setup, and you can see it just gives us all a great bright usable area here that we can sort of operate in the evening time when it's dark. So as you can see on the bars, we've got all 4 of the bars, the main bars here have an LED attached. But that just gives you an idea quickly guys of what their lighting is actually going to look like using these really thin LEDs that you can buy online, very cheap. Again, I'll put on the screen exactly how much these cost and what the links are. Check out the details down below. It's seriously worth doing, even if you have a different awning system to what we have here. You know, just a simple awning, put up a couple of these LED bars and you'll be good to go. It is fantastic. Now just a quick comment on the power consumption of these LED light strips. We've got 4 strips here. Again, I'll put the details of the size and power consumption of these strips as per specification, but I can tell you that the 4 strips running on full power at your 12.5 13 volts is actually using only about 36 watts. Now I did install a dimmer in the system here for the outside these LED light strips, so I can actually dim it down to reduce the power consumption. And if I dim that right down now, I'll show you a very quick shot of that. So looking outside the camper, we have them dimmed right down, mainly for the purpose, as I say, to reduce power consumption. Again, I can now flip it right up to full power. So just another option for you guys.